tell you the dream. So, do my best to remember. Okay, so I was standing out on the street, like on the sidewalk, and it was, and guys, it's just, for some reason, I just felt like I was standing outside of Hobby Lobby. So, that's just one of my favorite places is Hobby Lobby. But anyway, so I was standing outside on the street, and I believe I was standing in front of Hobby Lobby, and there were other, businesses around, and there was lots of people out, and everybody was, just going about their business. It was a beautiful sunny day. That I remember, and then I just remember looking up into the sky, and I suddenly saw the gates of heaven, and they were opening, and as they were opening, I was like, everybody look up, look, it's, heaven, it's the rapture, that was just the first thing that came to my mind. It's the rapture, it's time to go. But everybody just ignored me, and then suddenly I was sucked up into the sky, and as I was going up, I was going faster and faster up, and I could literally feel my body pulling away from my spirit. That's the only thing that how I can describe it. But so I guess my body is, falling away. My spirit is going up into this huge cloud. And so I suddenly realized, we just were raptured, and I could feel all these people around me, but I couldn't see anybody. And it dawned on me, I was like, oh, we made it, but there's so many that are left behind. We need to go back and, tell them and help them. And suddenly the dream started all over again. Right from the beginning, I was standing there on that sidewalk again, and this cloud started opening up. The gates of heaven was being revealed in front of me. But this time, I saw what happened. So where the moment that I was being caught up, there was a huge flash, a big bright flashlight happened. It was more like a blast. I mean, you could feel this light. And so the people, everybody around me, it was like they never even heard anything I said. I just happened to go up, and then they all fell down. You know how you do when the bright light hits you and you turn your head and you cover your eyes and your face and you fall down to the ground? That's what everybody did. And I don't know how much time passed by, but in the dream, it was being revealed to me. The next part of it, it was showing like the aftermath of that, and everything had cleared, the dust had all cleared, whatever had happened was over. Now the military came in, and they were collecting people. They're like, show us your papers. You ain't got your papers, you're going with us. And I don't know what the papers were, but that was just what I knew in the dream. That was, what was, just how it was presented to me in the dream. So it's just papers. I don't know if those were passports or, vaccine papers or what they were. All I know is you needed those papers. You needed those credentials. They revealed whatever it is they wanted to know. And if you didn't have it, you were taken in. They were, were grabbing people, and, I don't even think they were handcuffing them or anything, or just grabbing people, taking them off. I don't know where they took them, if they were loading them up or what. But anyway, so then the next part of the dream, it was like I was transported into this truck. Now this truck, it was you remember the not old, but it reminded me of an old military truck where it had the back end with the covered awning thing on there, and the guys would all sit back in there. And then you had the front of it. It's a pretty big truck, and high up off the ground, big roomy inside. So anyways, there was like people in the back of it. Of course, I didn't see them. I just knew that they were in there. And I was up in the front seat. Not in the front seat, but I was like a spectator. I don't think they even knew I was there. But I felt like I was sitting in the middle of the back seat. It was a double cab, apparently. So that's what I was doing. I was sitting there in the middle of the scene. There's our little security guy. If y'all see him sitting there back here. Anyway, so as I was sitting there, I could hear their conversation. So these people in this truck, they were preppers, they were patriotic people, and they knew, they were expecting something to happen, but apparently not this. So whatever happened, they were just, everybody was just in shock, you know, and they were heading for the hills. They were getting out of town, and they were like, I can't believe this has happened. I didn't expect it to happen like this. I didn't expect it to happen like this. So then the next part of the dream, I'm in a some type of office, and there's an elderly man, not elderly, but he was older. You know, he wasn't incapable or anything. He was, you know, just an older man, but definitely, you know, older than 50, but, you know, just around that age. Anyways, beside the point. Anyways, they were questioning him. They were like, well, you know, where are your papers? And, you know, we need to see those papers. And I stepped up and I said, oh, I had this white notebook, and I opened it up, and I said, you know, here are his credentials. He's my fiance, and I've got his credentials right here. And and it almost surprised me as much as I think it surprised him that I said, this is my fiance, because he kind of looked at me like, oh, you are. and I was like, wow, I can't believe I just said that in my dream, you know, because I didn't know I was his fiance until the moment it came out of my mouth. So I'm thinking that this part of the room is kind of symbolic of, you know, if you're engaged, if you are, you know, a believer of Yahusha, Jesus, and you have, you know, you are waiting for the bride of Christ, you know, if you're waiting for your wedding, you know, I think that's all that represented, was that, you know, you'll be okay as long as you have your credentials, and your credentials are your fiance. Your fiance is Yahusha. You know, that's what I believe. Isn't this beautiful today? Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful down here. I'm glad I brought y'all. It's just exciting, you know, the dream. But anyways, I think that, you know, listening to Kim's dream, what she had to say about these the boom boom at the crane, you know, it got me thinking, you know, it could be. So, you know, in her dream, she saw 4 cockroaches, and they were on a wall, and they were being sprayed with some bug spray, and she was saying, don't do that, because you're getting it all over the people. And, you know, anyways, my point is that she specifically saw 4 cockroaches, you know. And what do you think of cockroaches? They're like, you know, bugs. They're insects, you know, they're an insect, they're a pest. You want to get rid of them. So I'm thinking, could those cockroaches represent pests to the enemy? And instead of, you know, if we're in the end times, and the one world government is rising up, and you've got 4 pesky little nations that just won't, you know, get out of your way, then what are you going to do? You're going to boom boom them. You know, I hate using that phrase, but I don't want to say the other words, because I don't want them to, you know, get in there and you know, not let me put this up. So anyways, could that be, you know, my dream, you know, suddenly there was some kind of a mass, you know, boom boom that happened, and all these people were, you know, taken, people were obviously killed or raptured or something happened. We were all, sucked up into the sky, so for whatever reason we left our bodies and our spirits were up in the clouds, I don't know, guys, it just got me thinking, this stuff that's going on, who knows how close we are. I mean, obviously, if you believe the scripture and you've read the end of the book, you know how close we are. So, anyways, thought I'd share that with you. So, this is not to make you sad and depressed. This is, definitely trying to encourage my fellow brother and sisters who believe in Yahusha, who believe in Jesus. And, he's coming soon, If he is your fiancé, if you understand that he is your fiancé, that the church is the bride, that is Yahusha's bride, we are, we should be getting dolled up and getting ready for our wedding, guys. I can't say it enough. He is coming. I'm so excited. I'm sad for all the terrible things that have to happen for that to come about, but oh my goodness, I just can't wait for him to come. I just don't know. It's just so hard, guys. It's hard. I want him to come. So, anyways, I've just been yakking. I hope you've enjoyed a little bit of this tour through the neighborhood. That water was just beautiful, wasn't it? So, I'm going to end it here, and I will talk to y'all in the next one.